Okay, so it's rare for me to actually hop on here and do an LRG rant video. I know a lot of other people already do these because, well, it feels like limited run is messing things up very frequently. And I am a frequent buyer of limited run games. I even last week made a video about how cool it is that they are working with Square Enix, which I still stand by that because without them, they wouldn't be doing games like Star Ocean First Departure are physically. However, it feels like every week they do something wrong. And this week's episode of What Can Limited Run F Up, it's Trails in the Sky First Chapter, a game I actually did pre-order from them. And it's just kind of annoying to see how they handle these mishaps because the frustration going around today, I feel like they could have easily avoided just by communicating. Their communication is so bad over at this company. So that's what we're getting into today. We're going to talk about this limited run games, Trails in the Sky First Chapter shipping delay that they announced this morning. Let's get into it. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the channel. It's-A-Mii here doing an impromptu video on this Trails in the Sky limited run nonsense going around today. So as you can see here, I said waiting until release day to let people know is so whack. And that the context here is that they had an exclusive Bracer edition of Trails in the Sky. They had a Steelbook edition, and they also had a bigger special edition for this game. The Bracer edition with the Steelbook was supposed to ship on a release day, or at least in the window of release day for Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake, which, by the way, came out today. It's getting incredible reviews. Highest reviewed game from Falcom, highest reviewed game in the Trail series, highest reviewed remake of the year, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's one of the best reviewed games of the year. Excitement for Trails in the Sky First Chapter, at least within this niche JRPG circle, is pretty much through the roof. People are very excited for this remake. So this is the collector's edition in question here. This is what I pre-ordered for the game, even as someone who has not played Trails before, really. I know it's a franchise I'm going to love, I'm going to get into, and I already know I love this game from the demo, the very long demo I played back in August. So I'm very excited for this game, one of my most anticipated of the rest of the year. So I pre-ordered this back in, I want to say June is when they went up on Limited Run's websites. The standard copy is available at retail, so you don't have to worry about that. This is just pertaining to like their special editions, which Limited Run seems to always have a lot of issue manufacturing and getting out in a timely manner. But it's this cool special edition. We've talked about it in a video in the past. It comes with like a wooden music box as well as some in-game content, the steelbook, the cloth map of the world, a soundtrack CD, the notebook, just a lot of really cool stuff. I decided to pick it up. I pre-ordered it on PS5, and what they were going to do was the special edition contents were going to be shipped, I think in December is what they said, but then this actual steelbook here with the game itself was supposed to ship now. It's supposed to be shipping today, or at least within this week period. You know, I'll give them a little bit of a grace period here, but it was supposed to ship at release so that, you know, you don't spend $180 and then get the game way later than everybody else. And you can even see here, still in my order history, this specific part of it, this component of the special edition, was supposed to ship between September 19th and the 30th, and it's only the 19th, so why am I complaining? Well, today they put out a statement. They were just sending this out through email to people that happened to pre-order the game. They didn't post it on their social media or anything anywhere. Wario64 here posted this. So he said, Trails in the Sky First Chapter Steelbook / Bracer editions from LRG have manufacturing delays. The game / Steelbook contents were supposed to ship today on release date. So we can read through what Limited Run and Clear River Games, who's also helping with the distribution of this, said. They said, thank you very much for your interest in Trails in the Sky First Chapter. We are reaching out today with an update regarding Trails in the Sky First Chapter Steelbook and Bracer Edition game pre-orders. We sincerely regret that due to an unexpected manufacturing delays, both the Steelbook and Bracer Editions will be shipping out later than the initially planned date of September 19th, 2025. We apologize for this inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. At Limited Run Games, we strive to do our best to fulfill orders as soon as possible, and our friends at Clear River Games will continue to keep us updated so we can keep you updated regarding any new expected shipping dates. Again, we thank you for your patience and continued support. So here's the thing, I'm not even upset about it being delayed. Manufacturing delays happen. I think they happen far too often for Limited Run. I think they need to get way better estimates for their shipment times, but that is fine. It being delayed, that's okay. I understand that there are real world things happening and things can actually go wrong and things will have to be pushed. The issue, this is my issue with this. Why did they wait until the damn day the game came out? Why didn't they announce this even yesterday? Even if they had told us this yesterday, it would give fans of the series, you know, the most hardcore fans of the series that are willing to spend so much money on a big special edition, why would they not tell us a little bit further in advance so we have time to go pre-order the game? Because I've seen several posts on social media of people having trouble finding the games at their local stores, and I mean, at least right now on Amazon, at the very least, the Switch version is in stock, which I think I might just go pick it up there, get the Switch 2 upgrade. But that is the kicker for me. I don't understand why Limited Run and their communication is so bad. Why didn't they just say this a week ago? If they had said it a week ago, it'd still be frustrating, but at least it's like, okay, thank you for giving us the heads up. Thank you for letting us know, like, hey, this game you're very excited for, you're not going to get the week of release. And the other thing about this, too, I don't know if you noticed, they don't even have an updated date for you if you pre-ordered this. They just say, hey, we're going to give you a new expected shipping dates in the future. So you pre-ordered this game, the special edition, that you're supposed to get at least, you know, in release week. It's shipping on the 19th. Is still pretty bad. I feel like it should ship a little bit earlier, but whatever. Shipping on the 19th. Get it release week, hopefully, barring any shipping delays. Just, you know, based on local post offices and stuff. But then on release day, the day everybody's talking about the game, right after reviews came out, everybody that you know that is in the RPGs is hyping it up, going crazy. The anticipation is high for this remake, and you are ready for your copy to come in. And then Limited Run tells you on release day, the day that you are supposed to, like, you know, be waiting for that shipping confirmation, waiting to see when it's going to arrive, they're like, actually, we have no idea when we're going to send it to you. We have no update for you. It's in the future. Come on, man. It being delayed is fine. I think that is understandable. These things do happen. It's the level of communication over at LRG that is so bad. I don't understand how their, like, support and community management is so horrid. I mean, it's really bad. Between the Yakuza stuff earlier this year, which, as far as I'm aware, I don't think they ever actually addressed, right? All the Yakuza games, they said they were going to be complete on disc, and then they weren't, and it seems like that plagued basically every Yakuza game on PS4. What's going on? Why can't you just talk? Why can't you just be open and honest and say, like, hey, here are the issues, we're going to fix them? Is it because of, like, in that case, is it like a Sega thing, where Sega is like, no, you need to be quiet about this, don't talk about it? Is this a Falcom or Gung-Ho issue? I don't think so. I think those companies would be happy for you to be open about this and tell the, you know, loyal customers that bought them what's going on. Not letting us know, you know, the loyal customers of your business, of this franchise, not letting us know that it's going to be delayed until the day of release. That is unacceptable customer support, community management, whatever you want to call it. That is bad. You cannot be doing that. Delaying it, fine. I get it. Things happen. The communication aspect is what gets me. It's so bad over there. I just don't understand how it keeps happening over and over, and it feels like it keeps happening more frequently too. The Yakuza stuff wasn't that long ago. We just had a big issue with them, and I think this maybe goes to the greater issue of LRG and how many projects they take on. They are doing way too much. They have new games every single week. They are by far the biggest publisher of physical games, and on the one hand, I really appreciate Limited Run for existing, because without them, stuff that we talked about last week with, like, Square Enix and Star Ocean, like, certain games would just never get physical releases if it wasn't for LRG. I guess you could argue, hey, Square Enix might go to another company, or Sega might go to another company, and that's fair, and that is valid. But I do appreciate that they get games that would not have physicals otherwise. I appreciate that they get them physically available. But then you see stuff like Lost in Call. I have a friend who works at Lost in Call, and they're talking about how they're doing these really cool additions. Those are a little bit more limited, but then they have these standard retail releases for, frankly, these indie games most people have not heard about. And even those are going to be on Amazon and at Best Buy. Limited Run needs to change their business model. They can have their website. They can have their big exclusive special editions. They need to get their shipment times better and estimates better, in my opinion. But then the standard stuff, I feel like a lot of the animosity towards this company would go away if they just started selling the games on Amazon and at retail, at Best Buy and stuff. Because frankly, a lot of it already is essentially available after release anyway. They have this open pre-order period, but then usually a month after the game starts shipping, Video Games Plus will have it up. So you don't even really need to go through Limited Run anymore. You're already buying most of your games from Limited Run at VGP. At least that's the case for me as of right now. Why not go a step further, start selling your games in stores? I don't know. It's a tricky topic because I really am happy that so many games that would not have physicals otherwise do have them thanks to LRG. Even like the Yakuza games. I know they're not complete on disc, but it's like, okay, cool. It's nice that 3, 4, and 5 have these standalone releases and these nice special editions for the hardcore fans, but then they just don't do it right. You know, like, come on, can't you give it the love and care it deserves? This is an iconic franchise. Trails is an iconic franchise. Why are we having these issues? Or at least these issues in terms of communication. It's just so bizarre to me, frankly. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. Just wanted to hop on here and rant about the Trials in the Sky first chapter shipping delay from LRG. I've been very much looking forward to this game since I played the demo, or really since they announced it, because I've been waiting to get into the series for so long until they did a remake of the first game or even just a port of the PSP version to Switch or PS5. So very excited for the game. And when I woke up, just an hour ago and saw this, I was like, oh, are you serious? I have to wait even longer now. No, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it on Switch, I think, and do the Switch 2 upgrade there. And then I guess, they do have the option to cancel here, so maybe I'll just cancel the special edition. I guess that would be the right thing to do, show them how I feel about this entire situation. I don't know. It's so weird. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Were you pre-ordering this game at LRG? Has this affected your plans for this game at release? I would love to get a conversation going down below. Of course, subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch, PS5, and JRPG collecting content. Follow me on Twitter at BoTalksGames, and follow my main Nintendo news channel at BoTalksGames as well. Until next time, folks. Peace.